Good afternoon. Hello. Hmm.
Hello?
Hello? Is it just a beacon mic? No, it isn't. Uh, what if these two are on? Okay, these two sound fine. Is the game loud? I'll lower it a little bit. Let's lower it like right there. I think that's fine. It'll turn. There you go. Oh man, I want to beat this game. I want to beat this game because it's just a fun game. It's just a nice little game. I might sound a little weird. I got injured and I bit my tongue. It's not the funnest experience. But you know, biting your tongue is never a fun experience, honestly. Let's just continue here. With the beautiful, it's a good thing I don't have to talk too much.
Lil, rise and shine.
Voice acting does all the work for me.
What, Dad? You rise, you shine. I'll take 5 more minutes.
It's time to get up.
Shouldn't you be down at the guard shed? And shouldn't I be heading down to cover for you?
Is the audio fine for you guys? Is this audio fine? Hold on, I gotta listen to this.
Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Oh, it sounds perfect for you guys. I'll take the good news.
We got the day off. Now you can finally have a day to just be a kid and do kid stuff and eat kid food.
And throw rocks at things?
The biggest rocks at the biggest things. I think I heard some of your friends out back in the tavern doing just that.
Oh boy, thanks, Dad. Wait,
Oh,
what's
boy.
the bad news?
We only got the day off because we have to work the night shift.
Oh,
I'm going back to bed.
No, you're getting out of this house and taking some time to yourself today.
Why do we have to work the night shift?
Good news or bad news?
oh,
Apparently you didn't pick the right person's champion for the rescue mission,
oh,
whatever that means. And they're punishing you for it.
oh! I didn't pick the right champion.
That doesn't sound like good news.
Yeah, it's not. I guess it was just bad news this time.
Who's punishing you?
No one. I work the night shift a couple times a week to help us get by.
Oh, Dad, I didn't know that.
So, I guess you could say the economy is punishing me. That and inflation. If taxes keep
Dang
going up, I
taxes.
might have to get a third job so we can keep affording things like your little doohickey here.
Wait, don't touch that!
Oh, what's happening?
Whoa. What just happened?
Do you want the good news or the bad news? Both are. I don't know. Do you feel okay?
I feel fine, sweetie. No need to look all blurry about it. Now you get out of here and enjoy your day off. But don't enjoy it too much. You have to work all night, remember?
Okay, I'm going. Just try not to operate any heavy machinery until I get back. I should probably check in with Dr. B and make sure my dad isn't radioactive.
Nice. You still talk to you?
Now you get out of here and enjoy your day off.
Okay. Take that with me. Oh.
Oh, God, the rat problem is even worse than I thought. We eat all of our meals here.
Jesus. Oh, we can start some? Squeak? Squeak to you too, sir. Madam. Oh, okay. Nice. Oh. What a fabulous hat.
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat. My journey, it continues.
Oh. What a sad story this man has. I hope he finds that hat. Oh. I don't remember your name. Oh. Story's just forcing me to move. Hello? Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Isla, Simon, Lamont. How's it going, guys?
Hey, if it isn't Little Miss, I haven't been around for a while. Where you been all this time?
Not around. I got what every kid fears they'll get one day. Chickenpox? Worse than that, Simon. I got a job. What are you up to?
Well, you just missed the rock throwing portion of our morning.
Oh,
Sadly, we chucked the last rock in
no.
the alley over the fence. Next, well,
We were thinking of seeing if we could get our mitts on some of the cool stuff that Garby guys got over there. They look like magical toys, basically.
I have to use a bunch of those for my job, and even though they look like a barrel of laughs, they're serious business.
come on, Lil. For some reason, the world is basically treating you like you're old. Work your magic and score us some sweet loot.
I'm not sure if it's a good idea, but I'll talk to Garbanzo over there and see.
What is this? I never saw this wanted poster. Are these the people that developed the game? Have you seen this person? It's the Princess.
Hi, Lil. Sorry, I'm not quite ready to open up the shop yet. I can't seem to find my inventory key. What are you doing up so early?
Exploring.
Working the graveyard shift tonight. So, I'm finally available to see some of my friends who have responsible parents and reasonable bedtimes.
People like those small hooligans over there?
Those aren't small hooligans, they're my friends. And I was actually coming to talk to you about letting us borrow a couple of items.
I stand by my statement. And we can talk about loaning you some merchandise later. But first, I've lost the key to my inventory, and I think one of them might have stolen it.
Wow.
Maybe you could talk to them for me. Work your little guardsman magic and see what you could do to get it back.
On
Even
it.
when I'm not working, I'm working.
Alright guys, time to confess. Which one of you took poor Garby's inventory key?
Wasn't me. I don't know.
I ain't saying nothing.
What the?
So that's the way it's gonna
It's gotta be him.
Listen, I need that key to upgrade tools and buy more power crystals. So one of you is gonna tell me who's responsible.
Are you a lawyer all of a sudden?
Nope, but I'm a guardsman. I hope you got your story straight, cause I really don't want to go down to the guard shed and get my metal detector. So tell me, which one of you took Garby's key?
Lamont?
It was Simon.
I've never brought this up to the group before, but I think Isla is a kleptomaniac. I always see her taking things out of Lamont's backpack when he's not looking. But also, between you you and me, I saw Lamont poking his big, dumb, handsome nose that sits in the middle of his gorgeous face all around that booth. It was probably him. Oh, he's such a bad boy, but also...
I could make up my mind now, or dig a little deeper.
This question further?
I said it before, I'll say it again. It was Isla.
What?
Okay, maybe Isla isn't a klepto, but she did go through his bag just before you got here. Maybe she's got a good reason to be going through his stuff. I got here third, so I didn't see anything.
I know it wasn't me. I'm in a bit of a two-strike situation with my parents, and I'll be sent to the National Ballet School in Marvog if I get in trouble again. But I'm telling you, Lamont got here first, and I saw him rooting around Garby's shop.
It has to be Lamont. But Isla was in there later. It has to be Lamont. I don't know about Simon. They're not even blaming it on Simon.
So, did you figure out who took my key?
Not yet. Oh, okay. Can I ask them more questions?
I said it before,
It was Isla.
I know it wasn't me, but I'm telling...
a two-strike situation. This guy says he came third. Okay. I'm gonna say it's Lamont.
So, did you
I hate to be a narc, but I think it was probably Lamont. He's the tough-looking kid with the missing tooth.
Thanks, Lil. I'll be right back. Hey, you! Mullet boy! Stay right where you are!
Or fast, but by the time he reached Lil Hooligan's friends, they had run off, but Lil had been correct and startled. Lamont dropped the key as he fled. Nice!
Ugh, got the key back. And those hooligans ran off. It's a win-win. Now my shop is ready to open. For helping me out, I'd like to offer you some gold to upgrade one of your tools. Or load up on crystals. Whatever your little heart desires.
Nice. Maybe I'll buy one crystal. I'll buy one crystal and save the rest of the money so that I don't make the mistake I made like last time. Ooh. The Born, whatever it has, washrooms. Start your shift. Dig site. But there's a note. I have convened a meeting at the Mages Guild. The dig site is closed for the day.
Well, that's just great. What am I supposed to do now? I guess I could go back in time to when she was here.
I'd better not.
But Dr. B did say I could only use it at the guard shed. Maybe that's why it's on the fritz? I better just get to my shift before this thing explodes.
Let's see why these other options are available. Might as well check everything. Explore all my options. Ooh.
Oh, hello, dear. Are you here to watch the Goblin Ball game?
Hiya, Mrs. A. I usually find Goblin Ball too boring to watch, unless of course there's a little action on it, if you know what I mean.
I most certainly do. I've got this month's pension check riding on a sure thing tip that's gonna pay out big time.
Ooh.
Sure
Really?
seem confident, Mrs. A. Care to share that tip with this underage gambler?
Your father wouldn't be pleased with me, but I'll tell you what. Since I really bet the ranch on this next game, I don't have any gold left to buy my snacks.
What? Oh, I haven't taken one yet. I should take it. Let me just get one. I just ate. So. Just one, just one. My tongue's alright. It was better. Well, it was. I was eating chili. It's fine. It's okay. No. I was able to eat it and not die. So it's fine.
You're just gonna stay with that hole in your mouth.
We'll see how long it stays. If it's a thing or not. Maybe it goes away fast. Okay. I don't know. But maybe like the pain goes away, you know?
Yeah, the pain will eventually go away. Like like the saliva will eventually heal.
Yeah. Hopefully. That's what I'm waiting for.
Would you be willing to help a little old lady buy a large hat made of nacho chips with melted cheese sauce on top? Mama just can't enjoy the game without one.
Of course.
I don't think I should, Mrs. A. Heavily salted food at your age could contribute to what I'm guessing is an already existing heart condition.
Why, you presumptuous little... No matter. I'm sure Fredo will spot me for it. I'll be good for it after my bet comes through anyway.
Sprawl Brawlers versus Milton Marauders.
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat.
Oh no.
My journey, it continues.
I wonder if he'll ever find his hat.
Step right up, one and all, and win some money on the Goblin Ball.
Hello again, Fredo.
Again? I've never seen you before in my life.
But I placed a bet with you on the last game.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah.
The Caladar
I don't know what
Lightning
you're talking
game
about.
against the Brawlers. I won some money.
Okay, if you say so. Person I've never seen before. Anyways, you want to make a bet on the game?
Yeah, I'll bet.
Here are the teams at play, kiddo. Which one do you want to hear about?
Let me hear about the
This
Milton
team went
Marauders.
under a major rebranding and hired a whole new set of eager rookies. They're fast, but lack the muscle mass that some of the more seasoned teams have. Let's hope the starch in those new uniforms doesn't slow them down too much. You sure you want to bet on them? Here are the teams at play.
Alright, let me hear about the Sprawl Brawlers.
Ah, the home team. People either love them or they hate them. Me? I'm indifferent. But with the princess missing, the kingdom could really use a win right now. Nah, if only those bums would get up off their behinds and show a little hustle every now and again. Great team, though. Are you sure you want to bet on them?
Oh man. Fast rookies versus these guys are kind of slow. I'm going for the rookies,
Here are the
man.
teams at play, kiddo. Which one do you want to hear about?
Oh, give me a second. I gotta mute myself. I don't know how to do that.
This team went under a major... Let's hope the starch in those new uniforms... how much you're looking to gamble. All right, kid, your bet is in. Good luck.
Let's watch some Goblin Ball.
What an embarrassing series of unfortunate accidents for the Milton Marauders. First, hometown hero Jorbala Pepstein barrel rolls out of the way and completely avoids the Marauders' lightning-fast offensive line. Next, the Sprawl Zone dynamic duo Edie and Audrey O'Goblin shave all 14.7 seconds they need off their time in order to open the Diamond Snorf's cage. Incredible! We only see that every few years. It all comes down to the final wagon wheel toss, and the coach has sent in Sir Warren of Bainbridge, the bad boy of the Brawlers' midfield passive-aggressive line. He's muttering something to himself. He spits. He lifts the wheel above his head. He spins again. He spins a third time, and it's launched. But what's that? The Marauders' weather wizard sends a fierce gale force wind at the wagon wheel, and it's way off course. And it's coming this way. Oh God, I'm stuck in this booth and it's coming right for me. Oh God, tell my wife I love...
Lucky guess, kid. Come back next time for all your illegal gambling needs. Just ask for Fredo.
What's this? A mysterious present? Perhaps a secret admirer?
Sorry about that. Thanks for picking my guy for the rescue mission. He left last night to find her royal missingness, and we haven't heard from him since. Also, we think he took some stuff with him before he left. Anywho, please find and close a cash bonus of 500 gold. Wait, what? What do you mean we don't have 500 gold? The thief stole it? Well, that's just great. And now I've written all this down in this letter. Anyways, please find and close a cash bonus of 100 gold. Lousy, stinking thieves, you can't trust them. P.S. Shame to hear you have to work the night shift. 100 gold?
Sweet.
There's no right for the night shift. However, there's a book labeled Monster Manual sitting in front of Lil. Ooh. This is kind of crazy. Alright, the game has exponentially become more difficult. Doppelganger. Shapeshifters, very rare. Sneak attack weakness, susceptible to physical damage. Okay, so use the whip on them. Alignment, chaotic evil, small to medium humanoids. Does your loved one seem more addled than usual? Maybe they've been replaced by a doppelganger. These monstrous creatures have the ability to superficially assume the appearance of anyone. When dealing with a suspected shapeshifter, show them an item they should recognize. Where possible, show them their child. Show them Jimmy. Chemical compounds such as patented truth spray have no effect on what are essentially gelatinous blobs. Forest entities? Frequency rare, stomp and or thwomp. Weakness fire, woodcutter access poorly administered town hall meetings. True neutral, climbable, slice climb, okay. Story of the first transformation from mundane tree to sentient mobile being is lost to history. These creatures are extremely dangerous but generally motivated by threats to their territory. The bark of forest entity is often the site of cryptic magical runes and prophetic writing that can be deciphered. Okay, goblins, very common. I don't need to read about goblins. We know what goblins look like. Herring? Frequency about 50-50. Okay, that's kind of weird. Cause confusion, create conflict where none should exist. Weakness, careful consideration, alignment, chaotic neutral, small fish to giant, and everything in between. Okay, so these could just be anything. Beware the red herring. Its siren call has led many adventurers to follow the wrong path or to find enemies where none exist. Use your judgment and don't believe everything you hear or see. The temptation to believe a red herring is strong, but be vigilant and you will come out on top. Lycanthropes, aka werewolves, rare, bestial rage, silver, the rising sun, chaotic evil, post-transformation, big AF. Academics are split on whether this affliction is magical or medical. The cursed or afflicted person suffers an attack or bite and come the first full moon transforms into a half-man, half-beast killing machine. In most cases, the individual remains blissfully unaware of the transformation. In some cases, they know and desperately seek asylum to save their loved ones from their dark passenger. Mole people. Size small. Long ago, a subset of humans and elves carved out a life lived underground. This evolutionary branch began to change to accommodate their new existence. They became smaller, relying more heavily on their sense of smell and hearing than their soon underdeveloped eyesight. In addition, their hands and fingers became more claw-like because of the digging. While considered disfigured and even monstrous by some, please do not persecute the mole people. They are not to be punted. After all, without mole person labor and digging know-how, the sprawl wouldn't enjoy the world's greatest sewer system. Varied, often true neutral. Lawful evil. Necromancer. All bodies are beach bodies. Magic practitioners who have broken their code and oaths and turned to the forbidden act. Although not illegally, they should be discouraged. Although not illegal, they should be discouraged from entering the sprawl. Nope, the Mages Guild would gladly welcome a fallen wizard who has seen the error of their ways back into the fold. However, not one has yet chosen to give up the dark arts once they've tasted that sweet necromancy. Okay. And then vampires, frequency common, change into a bat, hypnosis, flight, dental, peculiarities. Weakness, sunlight, UV sunlight. Garlic, counting bags of small grain, wooden sticks. Usually evil, but best not to judge a book by its cover. Human size. In centuries past, vampires were the stuff of myths and legends, sticking to the shadows and covering up their ghastly deeds in order to remain hidden from polite society. Recently, as a result of the powerful vampire rights movement led by goth rock icon Vlad Extreme, vampires have come out of the closet, and many have become productive members of society. Nice. That book said first edition, by the way. There's 8 monsters, and that's the first edition. You know I'm doing that. You know I'm doing that. I mean, I could just do one on each of them, right? It doesn't really matter. And I got 2 extras. Begin. Oh.
Good evening, child. I have not seen you at the post before.
A vampire.
Yeah, you know how it goes. Drew the short straw this time. Burning it at both ends, you know? Just gotta keep on trucking through.
I hear you. Working the graveyard shift myself.
Yeah.
You said it.
You said it. Yeah, that guy's pretty chill. Okay, so vampires are pretty chill. Productive members. Let me ask him some questions.
What did you say your name was, sir?
Heinrich.
And last name?
Von Pyre.
Heinrich von Pyre.
Von Pyre?
Von Pyre.
Title?
Count.
Your name is Count Heinrich von Pyre?
Yes.
What? Were the less obvious names taken?
I have no idea what you mean. I happen to come from a long line of Von Pyres.
I have no doubt in my mind.
I'm gonna talk to him again because I don't know, like, I don't know what to do for this guy. There's no need to decoder or to bullwhip, nothing. I just need to ask him more questions.
So, are you,
Running late? Yes, I am. So if you wouldn't mind inviting me in, there is an urgent matter I must attend to.
Did you say invite you in?
Yes, it was an arrangement I had with the guard who normally works this location. An arrangement that, if broken, would be a real pain in the neck, so to speak.
So to speak.
Okay, but why do I need to invite you?
It's just a nice thing that people do for people. Wouldn't you like to be invited into places?
I guess I would.
See? It's a perfectly reasonable thing to do.
I think I'm just gonna ask him another question. Speak to him again. He doesn't show up. Oh, he doesn't show up on the TV. That's a nice little attention to detail.
There is no way I'm gonna let you in. You're clearly a vampire. You're here to suck the blood of the innocent and create evil minions.
Hey, there is no need for that.
Excuse me?
Yes, I am a vampire, but I am not defined by it. I am also a prominent member of this society, and I am running late for my job at my clinic. I am a chiropractor.
Oh.
I've never heard of a late-night chiropractic clinic before.
It is for other vampires. There are more of us than you think. And I do not appreciate you discriminating against us with your hurtful and dated vampire stereotypes.
I'm sorry, I never knew. This is my first night shift.
I mean, sure, when the odd normie comes in, we crack their back and then maybe bite their neck a couple of times, but it's all in good fun.
So this arrangement with the other guard, the pain in the neck?
Yes, I used to give him free neck adjustments for him inviting me in. No funny business. Now, would you kindly reconsider your choice and invite me in already?
And we're okay to invite them in, right? Frequency common, productive member of society. I mean, you know, I'd put you in. You're good to go, sir. Oh, I couldn't take his picture.
Would you care to enter the sprawl?
Why, thank you for the lovely invitation. I accept. Thank you, little girl. Until the next time you work the night shift.
Hopefully that's never. Have a good time in there.
You let him in? He's clearly a vampire. Don't you care? I don't care what he says he does for a living. He's undead. I got 3 stars though. That seems pretty good. Hey.
Listen, little girl, there isn't much time. You must send me to jail immediately. I pray you don't make me explain any further. We haven't the time.
He's a werewolf.
I feel like I've seen you before. Did you go to a funeral for a cat recently?
Sprinkles! That vile beast of a feline. I am certain that cat cursed me and turned me into the monster I am today.
If I send him to jail, there's goblins in the jail. So you're a werewolf.
I assure you, I am in my right mind. You must gather the other guards and escort me to the dungeons right now. I know it is a strange request, but it is a matter of grave importance. And by grave importance, I mean someone could die.
I'll trust him.
Whoa, this sounds really serious. Are you sure you want me to send you to jail?
Yes, yes I am, and there is not a moment to lose.
I'm sending you to jail, just straight up. He's a werewolf. There's nothing about it.
Thank you. Bless you, child. The world is a safer place now.
I really hope you get the help you need.
You observed and understood this man's affliction, Lycanism. You made the right decision, but could have arrived at it sooner. Literally, just don't ask him a question. Just... Alright, go to jail. I get it. Sometimes you don't have to ask questions. Oh.
Oh my god.
No, little one. Not a god, just an incredibly handsome mortal. People make that mistake all the time. It is I, Prince Phineas, heir to the throne of Petrard.
I know who you are. I was working the gate when you arrived. I let you in.
And still you mistake me for a god? Well, who can blame you?
Do you have anything to declare? Please say no and just go about your business.
As a matter of fact, I do.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
I was afraid of that.
I declare that I am...
Drunk?
No. Well, actually, hold on. Yes, I am drunk. Sauced. 3 sheets to the wind. Hey, 4 sheets.
No sheet.
No
Okay,
sheet.
And I feel like I'm gonna regret asking, but what have you been doing tonight?
What do you want me to say? Milkmaids? Or what I've been doing with the milkmaids?
Well, we've come this far. What have you been doing with the milkmaids?
I got thrown out for trying to stretch a single into a double.
Oh, no.
I just feel sorry for you, man.
Don't pity me, little one. I am a crown prince of the realm.
A sad one. Aren't you here trying to win the hand of Princess Desdemona?
Well, sure I am, but when the Mages Guild throws a party in your honor, boy, do they know how to show you a good time. And you can't stop a fox from stealing eggs, am I right? Huh?
Huh?
What? What does that even mean?
It means everyone always thought the Sprawl was crazy for being aligned with such an uptight group of old boars. They really know how to show a guy a good time.
No, I meant the thing about the foxes stealing eggs.
Can't stop them, and I'm the fox.
Can't stop him.
Barf, 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 barf. Good night, Prince Phineas.
That's me. Ha ha.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it. Now get out of here, you drunk fool.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, that was just for fun. That was just for fun. I didn't have to. Oh!
Good evening, my dear.
Mrs. Abernathy, you're out awful late, especially with all these comings and goings about the sprawl.
Oh, my stars! Would you look at the time? How the day does get away from you. I best be turning in.
This isn't Miss Abernathy.
Something is seriously weird here. Didn't I read somewhere about showing people something familiar? Does this do anything for you?
Oh, yes. It is very nice. Thank you.
It's very nice. I'm glad I still have that.
That was one of your award-winning bonds, Mrs. Abernathy. You don't recognize it?
Award-winning bonds. Don't you recognize it?
You're not Mrs. Abernathy at all, are you? Get out of here, you lousy shapeshifter monster!
Let's go! You tried to show Mrs. Abernathy her own buns, revealing her to be a shapeshifting monster. Well done. Let's go!
Well, well, well. If it isn't the little girl who works the guard shed. I was hoping we'd meet again. I'd love to stay and chat, but I have a rather important meeting to attend.
You're a necromancer now? We'll speak to Ash about this.
Hello? You've reached the office of Councilwoman Ash. Unfortunately, she doesn't tend to city business after hours. Late night intern Travis speaking. What can I help you with?
Oh, Travis.
Pay attention, Trav. There's a creepy dude here. I've met him before. A mage named something... Tyler?
Tyronius.
Right, Tyronius. Says he's got a meeting to get to.
Well, I know that the Councilwoman has full trust in the Mages Guild. They know what they're doing.
Sure thing, Travis, but I don't trust him.
Remember, your job is not to make policy, it is to follow policy. Nothing wrong with a citizen of the sprawl coming and going as they please.
For a temp, you got a lot of attitude there, bucko.
I could say the same about you.
Blarg. Okay, thanks for... nothing? Right, thanks for nothing.
You're very welcome. Anyway, I'll write this down and Councilwoman Ash will get back to you at her earliest convenience, likely after 10 a.m.
Don't bother. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Useless.
So
What
you're a
exactly
necromancer.
is this meeting you're attending?
If you must know, I was summoned by Praetor Kargan personally. It is a highly confidential matter that doesn't concern you.
As a guard of the kingdom, you don't tell me what does and does not concern me. I tell you what does and does not concern me.
A backbone. Interesting. Foolish, but interesting.
Okay, so what do they say about necromancers? Although not illegal, they should be discouraged from entering the sprawl. Weakness their egos. Let's true spray you.
When I was a little boy and my powers were beginning to form, I had a budgie named pt. pt was my best, nay, only friend. When he flew full speed into the window and fell to the floor, my innate ability to rouse the dead awakened. Have I spent most of my adult life trying to hide these forbidden gifts? Yes. Do they come in handy when certain foreign visitors practice their ballet and decapitate a few chambermaids? Also, yes.
I'll let you in. You seem like a good guy. You're doing it for the right reason. Maybe?
Praetor Kargan will be most pleased by this. You actually did your job today. Your parents must be so proud.
My dad, maybe. My mom's dead.
Oh.
Would you like me to do something about that?
Ugh, just go.
3 stars? What? You let the creepy guy into the sprawl, but it's not like you personally started raising animals from the dead. Oh man, 2 stars.
Oh my god! Are you some kind of scary tree monster?
Yes! Now let me in or I'll thwomp and stomp you!
You're a treant? Forest entities. Stomp and or thwomp? The bark of forest entity is often the site of cryptic magical runes and prophetic writing that can be deciphered. Okay, so I could actually decipher this stuff. This is the first time I'm going to be able to use this.
I noticed you have something carved on your bark, but I can't quite make out what it says.
Somebody carved it on me when I was a sapling. It was a mistake.
Mind if I try to read it?
Okay.
It reads, to lodge all power in one party and keep it there is to ensure bad government and the sure and gradual deterioration of public morals. Does that mean anything to you?
That was the words of person who came towards to write. I remember him, Mark Goblin Twain. He was inspiring to Scary Tree Monster. Talked about how to make change in world.
And was it through stomping and thwomping?
No, it wasn't. That was Scary Tree Monster's idea. He spoke of change through something called corrupt government systems.
Maybe there's a better way to get people out of your woods. Maybe a more official way.
Are you saying Scary Tree Monster should run for government office to implement real systemic change?
Bro, this is so good.
Sure, why not?
So do I just let you in now because of this? Because I deciphered it? Run for it, bro. Run for it. I'm gonna let you in. You don't have to stomp or thwomp people now.
I believe in you, Scary Tree Monster. I think you'll make a fine governor, or Congress tree, or whatever you end up running for.
Thank you. Now all I need is a snappy campaign slogan.
A vote for me is a vote for a tree?
A little on the nose.
Let's go! You diverted the life path of a violent monster towards the life of politics and public service. Vote Scary Tree Monster. Let's go! The only time I've ever had to use that decipher thing. Oh.
Hello. I wish safe passage through this gate.
Can do. I'm just gonna need you to lift that hood. Gotta see if you're human or elf or gelatinous blob. We've had all types tonight.
I'm afraid I can't do that. I assure you, I am human. Now, please allow me safe passage.
What are you? Not a doppelganger. A herring? I will use the X-ray thing. You have a necklace on you?
Whoa, what's with the neck candy? A little out of place for someone dressed so discreetly.
My necklace is none of your concern.
So you stole it?
I did not steal it.
Then it was a gift?
Yes, from my mother.
I wish I got a gift like that from my mom. Only thing I got from her was this hair.
I'm confiscating.
I'm gonna have to hold on to this just until we can get your story straight.
No, you mustn't.
Maybe you tell me a bit more about you, and then maybe I can give you back your shiny rock on a string.
No, I can't. Fine, keep it. I will return for it another day.
Aw, you're no fun. That emerald looked like the real thing. Maybe I should call one of the higher-ups about it.
The striker? The striker?
A cloaked female entering in the middle of the night? What's the big deal? A silver necklace with a large green gem? That sounds like the one the princess wears. She must know something about Desdemona's absence. Detain her at once and let my guards make her talk. Or you know what? I'll run down and do it myself. I'll be there in 3 minutes.
So I'm jailing her then. For sure.
You've got a real mysterious, don't ask me any questions vibe going on. What's up with that?
I simply have nothing to state or claim. I just wish to enter.
You know, I'd say you have a trusting face, but I haven't seen it yet.
And you won't.
You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
That necklace, it must be stolen. Guards, take her away. Search her for any other fancy jewelry or out-of-place items of significance.
You don't know what you're doing. Please, just let me go try at another gate.
I don't think so. First our princess gets stolen, then someone's necklace. I have to do what I can to stop this rampant surge of thefts.
I am not a thief.
Tell it to your cellmates, who are also thieves claiming they're not thieves. Guards?
Wait, so you found out she probably was the missing princess returning home and you sent her to jail? What, was shooting her out of a cannon not— wait. She probably was the missing princess returning home and you sent her— wait. She's the missing princess? I have to rewind. I have to rewind and get this straight.
Hello, I would—
Can do.
I use this. I confiscate the necklace.
Whoa, what's with the neck candy? A little out of place for someone dressed.
My necklace is none of your concern.
Okay, so I won't.
Then it was
I won't confiscate it.
I wish I got. You know, I could keep this in order to get you to tell me more about yourself.
I greatly appreciate that.
Greatly enough to tell me who you are?
No.
Aw, you're no fun. That emerald looked like the real thing.
Then I call Striker. Ash isn't available. What happens if I call Malcolm?
A green gem on a silver chain. That sounds like the one the princess wears, which is exactly why I made so many cheap replicas. The people love to know what the princess is wearing and try to copy her style. You can tell it's fake because it burns the skin. Is her neck all red and rashy? Yeah, I'd let her in. She should seriously get that looked at.
At least he says let her in. I don't rewind often, but
something tells me I should let you enter. Maybe it's the necklace, maybe it's the nothing else you've told me about yourself, but I gotta follow my gut on this one.
Thank you. The choice you made here today will not go unrewarded.
Tacos.
What?
Make my reward tacos.
Okay, sure.
Hooray!
seems this mysterious lady was hiding a royal surprise. Well deduced, Guardsman, and there may be tacos in your future. Yo, let's go! I've never made a mistake in this game. Three stars? Okay. I'm never gonna get the coveted 4 stars. I have so much gold. Oh,
it's you. What are you doing here? Are you here to give me tacos?
No, I've come to reveal my true identity to you.
So, no tacos?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Desdemona.
Hey.
Princess Desdemona? Nah, I knew it all along.
No, you didn't.
Why split hairs? But what about the kidnappers?
There were no kidnappers. I disguised myself and ran away. I'm sorry for all the commotion I've caused. I had to get away to say goodbye to someone important to me before my wedding.
I don't understand.
I'm being forced to marry one of the suitors from these 2 rival kingdoms.
Yeah, that's old news. What I don't understand is why you, a princess, are here talking to me about it. Shouldn't there be more official people that could play therapist?
Like Striker? Ash? Oh god. Oh, not Malcolm. I know my father had faith in them. When I'm gone, your advisors will help maintain the balance, blah, blah, blah. They want me out of the way so they can control my father's kingdom. They've never been good at listening to what I want or how I want to rule this land. Nobody listens to me.
Sing it, sister.
And now I'm being forced to choose between allying the Sprawl with the kingdom of Petrard or the Marvog Empire.
You mean Phineas the Pompous Prince or Kargan the Praetor Terror.
And it doesn't even matter if I love them or not. At the end of the day, it's strictly politics. Lucky me.
This is the first time in the game I've been okay being 12.
I just want to make the right choice. Tell me, Lil, what do you think of Prince Phineas?
I hate that guy.
He's way higher maintenance than you seem to be. And he's an asshole. Nuff said.
And what about Praetor?
I wasn't expecting her to say
what do you think?
He's an asshole. I haven't heard a lot of this person, but she seems pretty nice. Like, legit, she seems pretty nice. I think when we let her pass through easily, she was like, you know, she was just having fun with people. I think she saved like someone was getting robbed, and I think she, you know, she got the items back.
I'd be lying if I told you I wasn't already planning my Halloween costume based on her look. She's strong, honorable. She's a babe. What's not to like?
So if you were me and you had the future well-being of the sprawl in your hands, who would you choose? Thank you for your honesty. I know my advisors have jerked you around, but I also know you don't always do what they say, and I like that. You remind me of, well, me.
And you remind me of me too. If I was rich and beautiful and influential.
Oh, you are influential. You've changed the course of fate more than you know.
Don't forget beautiful. I am also beautiful.
The sun's coming up. I must go. I shall put my own heart aside and do what's best for the kingdom.
Count Heinrich von Vampire. Although clearly a vampire, Count Heinrich Vampire was also a registered chiropractor with a private practice on the outskirts of the rapidly gentrifying Little Ogre Town neighborhood. After entering the sprawl, the Count went to his clinic to open for the night. He had a long list of appointments. The Swamp Thing needed an activator adjustment, a mummy needed a deep tissue massage, and some acupuncture with electric current was just the thing for Frankenstein monster stiff neck. Nice. It was looking like it was going to be a typical night until an angry mob brandished pitchforks and torches showed up to Count Vampire's door. The horde was led by none other than Myrna Herkin, local school teacher and leader of the Better Business Bureau. Although lumbars were being loosened, there was a steadily growing number of complaints about bitten necks and cases of anemia resulting from the Count's medical practice. She was there to put a stop to it. Maybe it was the light of the torches reflected in their eyes, but it took just one look from Myrna and the Count to fall madly in love, or it was the fact that he's a powerful vampire. One of those things. The Count swooped down and lifted Myrna up out of her angry mob. He bit her at least 3 times and made her drink his own blood to facilitate her vampiric transformation. She left her gig at the Better Business Bureau, and the Count welcomed his new soon-to-be bride into his castle. Now, along with dealing with pesky Van Helsing fellow, who kept trying to kill him, Heinrich also had a wedding to plan. Nice. The afflicted man was safe from the transformative ray of the full moon, and even should have transformed, the thick iron bars would have protected everyone. Nice. Although the good people of the sprawl were safe from the wrath of the curse, the mourner was not spared the aggression of his fellow inmates. Cornering him in the cell, they shanked him with a handmade shiv, leaving him there to bleed to death. Luckily, the shiv was whittled out of a silver spoon, miraculously curing him once and for all of the curse of the beast that had attacked him so long ago. After a fortnight of recovery in the prison's infirmary, the mourner was released back into society. Unfortunately, on his journey back to Scarborough in the Shire of Bessarion, the mourner was attacked by a different werewolf, and suddenly he's cursed again. Seems that if it wasn't for bad luck, this guy would have no luck at all. Crown Prince of Petrard Phineas Pomp stumbled back to his lavish lounging at the palace. Hungry and drunk, he lit the fire and put on the pot of stew before passing out on the floor. He awoke the next morning having no memory of how he got home or why his room reeked of burnt stroganoff. But he did remember the ragger of the party thrown in his honor by the Mages Guild and the promises he made to them should he be chosen to marry Princess Desdemona. This Mrs. Abernathy was no Abernathy at all. In reality, it was a horrible shape-shifting monster running off into the night. The creature assumed a different identity and gained entry in the sprawl at another gate. Once inside the sprawl, we lost track of it. Having the ability to take the form of anyone made it difficult to track, so its whereabouts remain unknown. It was reported later that night that an unusually untalkative guardsman, Cecil, was trying to break its way into the sprawl's armory. Being denied entry, Guardsman Cecil apparently screamed in a high-pitched voice and ran off into the night. Be on the lookout for this creature. Could be anyone. Okay, it's still out there. Upon entering the sprawl, Tyronius met Praetor Kargan and her attendants and divulged some of the secrets of necromancy. This forged a bond between the Marv Empire and the Mages Guild, in exchange for a number of raised dead spells as well as a commitment for additional ongoing services. The Marvog Empire vowed to align the guild's interests with their own if the Praetor is chosen for marriage by Princess Desdemona. With dreams of holding political office now planted in the scary tree monster's head, he stomped his way right to the city clerk's office at City Hall and waited for it to open. The next day, he obtained the necessary paperwork to run for political office. Unfortunately, Scary Tree Monster didn't know how to read or write. Revealing his illiteracy made the city clerk's reception laugh out loud, which angered Scary Tree Monster so greatly that he proceeded to thwomp her into oblivion. When the city clerk showed up finding no receptionist, they hired Scary Tree Monster on the spot to fill the role as their political aide. Scary Tree Monster was now a small cog in the political machine and would no doubt rise in the ranks to one day hold the title of counselor, or dare we say mayor. Nice. When Princess Desdemona returned to the castle, she refused to answer any questions regarding her whereabouts. She immediately issued a royal decree to cut funding to any active rescue missions and to put an end to the antiquated practice of choosing rescuers via flashy game show. As she lay in bed that night, she reflected on the Lil Guardsman advice. She knew that her decision would irreversibly alter the fate of the sprawl and the fate of every soul who called it home.
And although the princess has come home, she is still remaining quiet on where she was during her missing time, but frankly, I do not care. She's got that look at me, I'm back attitude, and it reflects in her style. You know it. She was seen returning to the castle rocking those possibly was kidnapped leggings, all while sporting a I might have just run away and ran out of money hooded cloak. What do you think she's gonna be wearing at the wedding? No idea, but no doubt it will complement her chosen spouse's home kingdom. That's right. Princess Desdemona has finally made her choice, and it's Praetor Kargan of the Marvog Empire. I knew it was going to be them. It was the obvious choice from the get-go. So obviously obvious. So long, Prince Phineas Pomp of the Petrard Kingdom. You just didn't make the cut. Bye. Bye-bye. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya. Bye. Bye. Bye-bye. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya.
Oh, they're just gonna go on this forever.
Bye. Bye-bye.
So, she made her choice. Her life is filled with intrigue, and I feel like I am now somehow intertwined with her fate's path. Oh well, off to go see what the gang's up to. There's a note from Dad.
Dear Lil, here is some excuse why I can't work the guard sheds today. Love, Dad.
Back to the guard shed for me. Wait a minute, where's the chronometer? I always leave it right here.
No more chronometer?
I'm not going anywhere until I find my chronometer. Nope. Not in or under there. It's not in there. There it is. What's it doing under the bed? Spooky. I don't remember putting it there. Wait, what time is it? I don't want to be late. For a time machine, you'd think they could have at least put a clock on it somewhere.
Oh?
This whole wretched endeavor has been a disgrace, not only to Prince Phineas and myself, but to the entire history of Petrard. King Phineas and Queen Buttermilk will not sit idly by while their royal lineage is dragged through the mud.
What a baby.
Jeez, what a big baby. Princess Desdemona is better off without you.
Say what you will, your words and your sweet-smelling city will soon be drowned out by the musk of the sulfur mines of Petrard. May your home be exploded by a bottle of fine Petrardian fizzy.
Well, that's not great.
Excerpt from a Petrardian book of etiquette and manual of politeness. There's a general distaste for non-humans in Petrard. However, any formal event is elevated by the presence of elves. Delicate beauty rules the day when it comes to the meal. Remember this golden rule: even if the face of total catastrophe, dignity, always dignity. Even in the face of total catastrophe, dignity, always dignity. Excerpt from A Wedding Survivor's Guide to the Marvog Empire. This guest's senses were assaulted at one of their week-long wedding battles. Admiration was heaped upon people around me wearing war paint. The more hardcore, the better. The smell of meat and blood hung in the air. Their approach to food was utilitarian. It was treated mostly as an afterthought. Okay, so this doesn't matter because this is for the Petrardians. But we're doing Marvog. Reports indicate a dramatic increase in secret meeting and rumbling of revolution. To admit a goblin is to be hit with a $40 gold fine. No exceptions. The wedding is almost upon us. Have your eyes open for vendors and artisans making their way into the sprawl for the big event. I'll be in my office if you need me, Ash. That Wakandan prince, I sent all my banking information to finally come through with my share of the gold. Call me if you're in a pinch. Rich and friends in gold, Malcolm. It must give us some back because I used 2 there and I still have 9. That, or I don't need to keep buying more crystals. I just need to buy upgrades now. Like I guess I always get the crystals back. I still don't know. That's still a mechanic in the game I'm not too certain about.
Michael!
Hello, Lil.
What? No more sparkly suit?
It was a rental. Besides, today I'm here in a different capacity to help coordinate the royal wedding.
You have a lot of jobs, Mike.
And wedding planning is my least favorite out of all of them. Tell you what, why don't you be the wedding planner for the day? What do you think?
I think it's very irresponsible to get a 12-year-old girl to do 2 grown men's separate jobs.
All you have to do is choose the music, decorations, and food menu for the big event. It's simple. Just let in the one you like the best. Or the one you think the groom would like best. Or who the bride will like. I'm sure it's not really going to affect anything. Or it might. See, it's simple. Do you want me to explain it again? Okay, good. The only thing I hate more than wedding planning is talking about wedding planning. The wedding musicians will be coming by for you to choose first. Here's the gold. See you later, Lil.
No, you have 350 gold remaining in the wedding planning budget.
Whoa, this gig pays great.
The money's not for you. There's 3 choices for music, food, and decor, and each comes with its own price tag. The gold is the budget for the wedding.
Is it enough?
Do I have enough money to just pick the most expensive choices? The most expensive choices are going to be the best, right?
Not necessarily. And no, you don't have enough. Anything over budget will have to come out of your own pocket.
I see.
But if there's any money left over, you get to keep it.
I see.
We're on a tight timeline, so keep an eye on your action points. You've got 4 per round, so that's talking to everybody once,
4.
or to 2 folks twice. You get the idea. Need that run by you one more time?
No.
Remember, you do the choosing. I'll be here to record your choice and keep track of the budget.
Okay, Lil, it's no biggie. Just choose the 3 most important elements of any wedding and try not to stress that it's a royal one. You got this.
Okay. I want you.
Vlad Extreme here, mate. I know what you're thinking. What is the baddest, metalist bad boy of death metal playing some skid royal wedding?
Well, I ain't here just to collect a big paycheck, mate. I'm here to stick it to the bourgeoisie and not take any of their crap, mate. Rock and roll all life long.
Okay, let's make sure. This guest's senses were assaulted at one of their week-long wedding battles. Admiration was heaped upon people around me wearing war paint. The more hardcore, the better. Yeah, the more hardcore, the better.
Hello. Hi. Hello. My name is Suzette Courgette, and I sing with my voice. I do the slow songs and the nice songs and some of the ones you know.
I'm sticking with you again.
As it turns out, I left my amplifier on the bus, mate. It must be sitting there right next to all my awards and trophies, mate. So let's cut the fuss and let me through, right? Because as we all know, everybody likes the sound of what Daddy Vladdy is putting down. Extreme!
Can I just talk
Have
to
you made up your mind?
Vlad Extreme, 100%. 150.
Extreme!
Good choice, maybe. I'll write this down and be back when the next group turns up. See ya, kid.
Oh.
Well, if it isn't the Edward, the great magician. Got another group of brats to entertain? Where are you pulling a rabbit out of now?
I'm afraid I've put my days of magic and illusions behind me.
You got kicked out of the Magicians Union, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Seems people preferred the actual dark arts to my light entertainment. No matter though, I've got a new career now.
Working at your parents' garden shop?
Psst, they wish. I'm a wedding officiant. I'm here to officiate the royal wedding.
Really? You? I mean, you are?
I am.
I don't know what to do to you. Do I scan you? Let me true spray you.
I can't believe I couldn't make it as a magician. I'm devastated. But being a wedding officiant isn't that bad of a job, right? You're still performing magic. You're creating a bond between two people for the rest of their lives. Just like how you bonded together those magic rings, and those never came apart. Note to self, don't let the bride or groom allow you to do any magic tricks with their wedding rings.
So it's the Edward, the wedding officiant now, is it?
Of course it isn't. Do you know how ridiculous it was for me to have the Edward the Magician as my name? It was so redundant. I can't believe nobody ever told me. Two these? I must have looked like an idiot.
Well, when you put it that way.
So now it's just Edward the official officiant, with only one the, thank you very much.
That name certainly does sound official.
I had to take a 3-hour course at the Elven Community College to get it.
Oh, I'll let you do it. I mean, you know. Nothing wrong with you.
Edward, the official officiant, I hereby grant you access to the sprawl to officially officiate the royal wedding.
Well, technically I haven't been hired yet, so here's hoping I get the job. Thanks again, friend.
We're not friends. Oh my god, are Edward and I friends?
You changed careers just for a moment like this, but there's very little indication he's not going to cock it up. Maybe there was a way to help him? Oh, maybe there was a way to help him.
Hello there, I'm back.
On to the decorator candidates. I don't have to tell you how important the interior decorations and overall aesthetic of a wedding can be. I don't have to tell you, because I refuse to tell you. Anyways, here they are. Take your shot.
Okay, this one's a little bit rough. I can't let goblins in. In secret meeting of Roman Revolution, to admit a goblin is to be hit with a $40 fine.
Hello! I've got some grand ideas, you know, for how the royal wedding should be. You might not know it, but I read all the latest wedding magazines down at the salon when I'm getting the old do done. And apparently what's in these days is meat.
Meat!
Big bold slabs of meat on the wall. It gives things a real abattoir feel, so they say. So I guess I'd go with that.
Say less.
Have you made up your mind?
That's the sweet smell of my successful design ideas, which will smell just like actual butchered hanging meat.
And it's set in stone. I'll write this down and be back with the next group. See ya, kid.
Thank you.
It is I, Articulous Flamehands, a contestant you did not find worthy on the hit show So You Think You Can Save a Princess. Not going to lie, that really stung. In any case, I have a message to deliver to the High Council of the Mages Guild. So if there's nothing else, I will be on my way. Oh, it is getting harder and harder for mages to communicate openly, so everyone is resorting to this secret message, cloak and dagger nonsense. Between us, there's talk of mages dabbling in the magic that dares not speak its name.
I kind of felt like something was wrong with the Mages Guild, but I couldn't put my finger on it.
Yes, it is still within control, but if this dark faction keeps pursuing its dark goals, dark days lie ahead.
Dark.
Let's speak to Ash.
Surely you remember Articulous Flamehands. He was my champion on that wonderful program, So You Think You Can Save a Princess. Remember? You found him unworthy to be the hero of the day who would save the princess. Remember? You failed me and embarrassed Articulous.
Well, it didn't matter who I picked. She came home on her own.
Tomato, tomato. He is still my champion, and I would thank you to let him pass.
You're good to go, Mr. Articulous. Mr. Flamehands.
And with that, I am off to deliver this highly confidential message to the High Council of the Mages Guild. Still not sure who sent this message and what it entails, but I doubt anything bad could come of that. Even with all the rumors of a dark cult of mages breaking off from the guild to deep dive into the dark art of necromancy. Oh, but there I go, blabbing on again. Farewell, child!
You let him in without either of you fully understanding the nature of the letter he was carrying for the Mages Guild. Not horrible, but also not great. That's fine.
Alright, kid, can you feel it? We're almost done. This is the last hellish choice you'll have to make as a wedding planner. I, for one, cannot wait to be finished. Just hurry up and pick the food option for the wedding so we can get out of here.
I'm not allowed to leave.
Oh! Kelly.
Monty's has the soup. That's all I'm allowed to say.
What?
Good afternoon. I am here today representing Catering Corp regarding a contract to provide the sustenance for the large gathering known as the Royal Wedding. Catering Corp is willing to provide the base amount of calories needed to sustain such a high-capacity event in return for appropriate remuneration. I am accompanied by samples of our food and a detailed list of ingredients available upon request. I am legally bound to share this collection of foodstuffs labeled accordingly. I am also legally required to share that the base ingredient in all dishes is military rations.
The menu reads 1 adequate appetizer, 2 edible entrees, 3 passable puddings.
Here's the menu. Spoiler, it's soup.
Appetizer soup, entree soup, dessert soup. Oh jeez. This one's kind of rough. Their approach to food was utilitarian. It was treated mostly as an afterthought. Oh jeez, this one's rough.
Have you made up your mind?
I guess I'm going, if it's utilitarian, I'm going with Monty's.
We look forward to making it a super event. Get it?
Thank God this nightmare of a job is over. All the rest of you go home. Good choosing, kid. Well, at least I hope it's good. I wouldn't want to be the one responsible for messing up something like a royal wedding. Anyways, goodbye.
I am a citizen of the Sprawl. I have nothing to declare on my person, and I demand to be allowed entry. If you want to search me, go ahead. I have nothing to declare on my person, and I am a citizen of the Sprawl. I solemnly declare that the information I have provided is true, that it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath, and that it was freely given.
I'm using the X-ray. Nothing, huh?
I have no further statement to make beyond the following. I am a citizen of the Sprawl. I have nothing to declare on my person, and I demand to be allowed entry.
You're kind of intense, aren't you?
I am a free goblin living in a free land. Or so the narrative we've all been fed for decades would lead me to believe. Now, will you let me in or not?
Man, I don't know what to do with you, huh?
The treatment of my people, and indeed most all non-humans in the Sprawl, is a disgrace, a national embarrassment. If I do not have the freedom to come and go from my home as I please, what do I have? So once again I say to you, I am a citizen of the Sprawl.
Look, I agree that it's awful that non-humans have been singled out by this decree. Is there any way you could help me pay the fine that I would be charged by letting you in?
I will have no part in paying 1 cent towards the draconian and completely illegal tax on my personhood.
You're not gonna pay? You're not being in.
Not good enough. I'm not leaving. You want me to go? Call the other guards. Either I walk through these gates or I go to prison. The choice is yours.
Alright, you're going to jail.
I get it. You're just following orders. I am going to prison on behalf of the Goblin Liberation Army. Still, you should come by the Goblin Liberation Army headquarters sometime. Here's the password. Come, it will open your eyes to what's happening in the sprawl.
Nice. You followed the writ to the letter and avoided paying a fine, but is that what you think our game is about at this point? Really?
Where's Hamish? I really don't have time for... say, you there, little girl? I need to get to the other side of the sprawl without delay. I need you to listen to me. This is time sensitive. I know you got your instructions, but it's important that I get going quickly.
I understand, but I'm gonna x-ray. Oh, it only x-rayed you.
That's my chisel. I'm a sculptor.
I'll return.
Thank you. I'll need that.
I'll let you in. You need to get in there quick? You're getting in there quick.
I can't thank you enough. Sorry for coming in hot. Weddings are the worst. If you can get close enough, take a look at my sculpture. I'll throw something in there just for you. Gotta go.
Nice. You let her in before too much of her masterpiece could melt away. Good work. Cecil hands Lil a letter. Your choices for Praetor Kargan's wedding have been deemed acceptable. Accept this gold as a token of thanks for honoring our ways. Quapla! Ooh, I'm rich. Three stars. Oh. What?
I have a very bad feeling about this.
Hello there, girl. Welcome to my realm.
I need to get out of here, and fast.
What's the rush? Stay and play a while?
Think, Lil, think.
Hospices in hoc regno, atulistina donna solita, hic requiritur immoladio, vircis imotem vitale
Doesn't
velis.
work. Ah!
Quia pueresa, non custoditus avir, tauque tantum
This one
momenta
doesn't
avis
work. Are you
andequam
kidding
consuma.
me?
Non iocari, nunc facerem aliquid, si essentidi. Ego
Only you can
sum
understand what it was saying.
Egeus meum cisio
I'm
et
trying to
similis
understand what it was
omnis
saying.
inox necao.
This isn't working. The line is dead?
Principiam dedecem antiquam te interficiam? Sige, bene. Dece, novem, octo, septem.
What happened? Did I get out?
What the f was that? That was next level. That was terrifying and also incredible. Where was I just then? Was that a demon? I've never seen anything like that before. Nobody's ever gonna believe me. I'm gonna go down to the dig site to throw this stupid time machine down a deep hole. Okay, Lil, get it together. You can still do this.
Oh, okay. Just took me there.
You've gotta take it back. got too real with your chronometer 3000 thing today. I don't want it anymore.
Hi, B. So nice to see you, B. Your paper in the Journal of Dwarven Medicine was a revelation, B.
Well, excuse me, but I was just pulled into what I'm guessing was a parallel dimension and was almost murdered by a demon.
How unfortunate. I always wondered what the byproduct of St. Bartholomew Inglebrook's lunar incantation would have on the relationship between time and interplanar folding.
Stop it. I don't care about any of that. Just take it back.
I'm sorry, I truly am, but we've come too far. I'm sorry I've been absent, but I've been watching, and the readings I've been receiving have been very promising.
I don't care.
But you would care if everything and everyone you knew and loved was at risk.
I still don't care.
Fine, but my work must continue, and if you won't, then the next best candidate is your father.
Are you serious right now? I thought you were better than the advisors. You're just like them.
Listen to me, Lil. Everything might seem like we're in a storybook, but open your eyes. We're on the verge of a civil war from inside the walls, and if you hadn't heard, the princess just pissed off some very powerful people. It is in your best interest to continue to help me with the device, because who knows when we will need to rewind time and something more important than which nobody you chose to send to the dungeon today. And you're here, after allegedly going toe-to-toe with an interplanar demon. I trust you.
I'm
Fine.
not gonna keep doing this forever. You and everyone else are gonna owe me a childhood, you know?
Keep helping me with the chronometer 3000, and we can see about making that happen for you.
The Goblin headquarters. A tangled web of corruption and lies and some coupons. They're Monty's. Nice. This is big at.
Hello? Hello? I brought the orange slices! Was today a regular meeting day or one of those top secret planning for what's gonna happen at the princess's wedding days? Is anybody here?
I'm here?
Are you here for the meeting?
I don't think so.
Oh, then you can't have any orange slices.
Those aren't orange slices. Those are just the rinds.
I got hungry.
Aw. Viva la Goblución. It's amazing that the GLA keeps their headquarters secret. This place is huge.
What's this?
I've gone back to where it started to find myself in light. We were apart for more than a lifetime, but now we'll be right. P.S. Remember to bring running shoes.
I have a feeling the GLA leader wrote that. At least, I'm sure that troll over there didn't. I wonder what it means.
I have a ton of money. It's time for a ton of upgrades. Oh!
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat.
But it's keeping
my
you dry.
journey, it continues.
They look like a pretty nice hat to me.
You've been at this a while. You should have enough cash by now to power up your arsenal. Take a look.
Give me an extra truth spray. Give me 2 truth sprays. and an extra power crystal. 1, 2. So I got 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll keep 173 gold on me. That seems like a good amount of gold. Yeah. That seems like a good amount of gold. Is there anything over here that I could go through? No.
Ah, here she is, the little guardsman who spoke to the princess and secured the union between the Sprawl and the great Marvog Empire.
Yeah, I did. Told her just what to do and she listened to my every word.
I admire your complete lack of modesty. Modesty is such an ugly thing. Let us celebrate with a tankard of blood wine. Kapla!
Kapla!
I'm 12. I can't drink alcohol.
Haha, never fear. There is no alcohol in Marvok blood wine. Just blood. In a big cup called a tankard.
Yeah, I'm a hard pass on that.
Haha, very well. There will be much blood wine at the royal wedding where the Sprawl and Marvog tie their fortunes together forever. Let us raise a glass to the gatekeeper who brought us all together this day.
Kapla!
Let's go!
Did a mouse sneeze somewhere? Come, child, louder and with fury! Kapla! Too furious, far too furious. We are not at war. Be careful shrieking like that. But as we say in Marvog, better to be too furious than not to be furious at all.
I'm exhausted.
I shall now recite the Marvog pledge of unwavering loyalty, as is our custom.
And that's my cue to leave.
Hey! Yo, can you fix it?
Hello again, Mr. Dwarf. What are you still doing here?
Hello to you, little guards person. Since we last met, I've decided to try my luck here in the Sprawl.
Not to be insensitive, but things aren't the greatest for non-humans right now.
I know, but trust me, out there it's even worse. And Arda's letting me stay until I can get on my feet, in exchange for fixing a few things around here.
Like the jukebox?
Like the rat-infested generator room downstairs. But tell you what, if you've got 5 gold, I can buy the components I need from Garby, and I'll fix this old girl once and for all.
Yo, for 5 gold, that's pretty good.
Here you go.
Once I've finished my ale and you're away to bed, I'll have it fixed up like new. Or at least like it was before the rats had their way with her.
Thanks, Mr. Dwarf.
Don't mention it.
He's such a nice guy. We have a jukebox fixed.
Today's cocktail special is not relevant to you, Lil. Sorry. And we just ran out of milk. Sorry again.
Lil, can you be on the lookout for a health inspector? They can look like anybody. How about you whistle if you think you've identified one?
I can't whistle.
Well then scream health inspector at the top of your lungs.
I'll see what I can do. I think I've done everything I need to do, but are you sure you're ready to hit the hay?
Yes. Once he made it inside the Sprawl, Edward went to work trying to find people who A, wanted to get married, and B, needed someone to officially marry them. After hours of approaching strangers who appeared to be in love on the street, he finally gave up. He slumped down on the stairs of the city council chamber. Suddenly, Councilwoman Ash burst through the massive oak door and practically tripped over him. After demolishing the stranger with a vicious series of cutting one-liners, she thought to inquire as to why Edward was dressed like a wedding officiant. Edward told her, and she covered up the fact that she had forgotten to hire someone by hiring him on the spot for the royal wedding. Edward, the official officiant, was officially offered the gig to preside over the royal wedding. On the other hand, he felt he had struck gold, with this being his very first professional opportunity to try his hand at the thing he'd set his sight on a few hours before. On the other hand, its utter lack of basic competency made him nervous that he might make a critical mistake in front of so many high-ranking and well-armed individuals. At times like this, Edward would remember the words his parents told him as a child. Edward, we don't care what you do in life, just become an amateur children's birthday party magician. Just don't become an amateur children's birthday party magician. So no matter how poorly it went, at least mom and dad will be pleased. Successfully delivering the mysterious coded letter to the Mages Guild filled Articulus with a sense of great satisfaction. He practically skipped the whole day home to his tower. Once there, Articulus made himself his favorite beverage, a pina colada of course, and stared out the window at the city skyline. Articulus thought about all the ways the letter could be helping his fellow magic users at that very moment, but then a flash of green light, a beacon, rose up from somewhere in the distant northern mountains. He watched as a similar beacon responded from the top Mages Guild tower. The casual observer may have delighted at the firework display, however, it unsettled Articulus the mage, who was sending and receiving magical signals from the northern mountains. Was he an accessory to some nefarious scheme? Was letting him in without knowing the content of the letter the wrong choice that will doom us all? He didn't know, but he did know that the best course of action at the time like this was to mix himself up another pina colada. The enigmatic goblin accepted his fate as goblin-sized shackles were placed on his wrists, and he was thrown into a cart bound for the dungeon. The cart never made it to its destination. His fate is yet unknown. Irish Laprdy, the ice sculptor, did not reach the refrigerator storage deposit at the palace before the hot sun's rays significantly deformed her masterpiece. However, upon removing its protective sheet, she had to admit that from certain angles her melted work had become quite a stunning example of the Calderian Nubotresque movement. She wasn't sure how her work would be perceived the next day, so to distract herself she made her way to her favorite club in the little Ogre Town neighborhood that catered to females of all species who tended to have rad, spiky haircuts, badass tattoos, copious piercings, and who loved to dance the night away while listening to dwarven heavy metal music. Devil. Daemon nonquam creaturum viderat siscut custos lil qui passim coram ilo die aperi. I can't read that. This is...
Good morning! You're listening to the Morning Crawl, the #1 morning show in the sprawl. I'm Dodger, joined by my new co-host, The Quack.
Whoa!
For those of you wondering where the Ham is, well, it turns out he got an invitation to the royal wedding happening today. Of course, he won't be wearing a tuxedo. He'll be in head-to-toe honey glaze.
What?
Well, if you don't like the jokes I tell, you can do it yourself. I told the producer I refuse to work with a duck.
That's it. Alright. I'm actually gonna just end the stream there. I know it's really early. I know it's really early, but I just need to I can't be talking too much. It's a little hard to speak. I know I wasn't saying too much while making decisions, but you know, this cut on, well, I guess it's not really a cut. I guess it is. You know, this deep wound I have on my tongue. It's pretty painful. It's hard to talk. It's hard to like really always talk. So, but I appreciate those that watch the stream. And I'll appreciate the next time anyone watches the stream. Anyways, I'm out of here. Peace.